Hello everyone, hope y'all have been well. Today I want to take a look at some cult classic shades from O.P.I, one of the big dogs at the drugstore, and also in the professional world. They also make gel and dip powder stuff that I'm not super knowledgeable on. I'm gonna be swatching the regular polish, of course, just normal lacquer. And when I say iconic cult classic O.P.I shades, hopefully we're all thinking of the same ones. We have Cajun Shrimp, Lincoln Park After Dark, and Bubble Bath. By the way, I took a risk and ordered these polishes from Ulta online because I needed to restock on some makeup too, so I was like, might as well. Ulta doesn't have the best reputation of shipping nail polishes safely. I've seen a lot of stories of people receiving broken bottles because Ulta didn't use bubble wrap or anything, but they must have upped their game because my polishes were wrapped in bubble wrap and there were also some extra airbags in my box. But let's go ahead and get started. Underneath all my swatches today, I'll be using Holo Taco Long Lasting Base. And starting off, we have Cajun Shrimp, which is a coral reddish orange shade in a cream formula. All the polishes today are going to be creams. I believe O.P.I is known for having amazing red creams, and I can confirm this formula is amazing. It goes on so smooth and easy, and as you can see, it's also very opaque. Pretty much a one coater even on my nail length, so I can see how this is great for beginners. But of course, 2 coats will bring you to perfection. And sometimes when you think of an opaque cream polish, you expect it to be very thick in return. But this formula is not thick at all, so easy to work with and beautiful. This is a super fun shade, especially for the summer. I hate this name though because I don't think I really like savory names for polishes. It just kind of turns me off, but that's just me. I was actually expecting this to be more orange before I saw this polish in real life, but it's definitely red, just with a slight pinky, orangey, corally lean. I typically prefer a true red, but I do have warmer undertoned skin, so maybe this reddish orange does actually suit me more. I don't own O.P.I Big Apple Red to show a comparison, but I have SC Not Ready for Bed, which is a true red cream. And when they're right next to each other, you can tell Cajun Shrimp is slightly off red, but very pretty polish, and again, I was super impressed with the formula. Anyway, next we have Lincoln Park After Dark, which is described as a near black purple shade. Lincoln Park After Dark, LPAD for short. What an icon. Truly, I hear about it every fall and winter without fail. It's one of those almost black but not quite black shades. I was trying to understand the hype around it because in a lot of lighting, it just looks black. And I'll show a comparison next to a black later, but I know it's not black. I can see the slight difference. I agree it's a nice fall-winter shade. And the more I thought about it and soaked in my feelings, I think I hopped on the bandwagon. I've arrived onto the LPAD hype train. I get it. You know, you want a dark and vampy color, but you don't want to wear black. It looks basically black in a lot of lighting, but you know deep down that it's actually a dark purple, which provides some more depth. And it feels special because you know, but not everyone would know. So it's like a fun little secret. And I bet other LPAD lovers would be able to spot it in public, so it's like an undercover community. Or am I just convincing myself to see it that way because it's such a classic? You know that phenomena that things that are popular continue to grow in popularity because it has that public image, creating a bias? Either way, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. It's a nice polish, also has great topper potential. Here it is next to Holo Taco One Coat Black. The difference is more apparent in the bottle, but here I swatched these side by side and it gets a lot harder to tell, but it's more noticeable in some lighting. You can really tell with flash, or I suppose if you step out into the sunlight. A quick point I want to mention is that I hate the O.P.I brush. O.P.I brushes are like a medium width, but the big problem for me is that it's a straight edge instead of having a rounded tip. I feel like having a straight tip makes it so much harder to get a nice shape around your cuticle, so apologies if my swatches aren't as clean today. That's something I really hate about O.P.I. The final polish that is up is Bubble Bath, which is described as a light nude pink shade. To me, maybe it's due to my undertones, it appears very peachy. I purchased the previous two polishes for this video, but this one I already owned. As much as this is a very iconic shade, it's also a bit controversial. So, as a consumer myself, I heard a lot of people rave about Bubble Bath since the dawn of time. And when I first transitioned from getting crazy acrylic nails done to doing my nails myself at home, I was really feeling the clean girl, elegant nails like soap nails. So of course, one of the natural baby pink polishes I had to add to my collection was Bubble Bath. Like of course, this was the polish that everyone talked so highly about. Some people even saying they only get Bubble Bath every single mani. But it was so disappointing when I actually tried it. First, this formula is not easy to work with at all. It's very streaky and does not self-level well, and it's also prone to bubbling. It just shows every imperfection with your application or on your nails. I've tried the Infinite Shine version of Bubble Bath years ago too. I don't own it anymore, but same issue. Also, the color of this Bubble Bath looks widely different from expectation, and apparently this discrepancy of formula and color is because of the difference in the gel version of Bubble Bath versus the regular lacquer version. And apparently, even the gel version has quite a bit of variability between batches, so nail techs also don't like when people just say they want Bubble Bath because that Bubble Bath they have right now may not be what the customer expects. Obviously, I don't have experience with gel myself, so this is just what I've heard online, but overall, I would not recommend O.P.I. Bubble Bath. In my experience, O.P.I. Put It in Neutral looks a lot more flattering on my skin tone, and it's closer to what I expected the color of Bubble Bath to look like, and feels like it has a slightly better formula. Still not amazing, but better than Bubble Bath. O.P.I. has a lot of baby pinks though, and I might do a video one day comparing all of them. Probably not anytime soon, so don't get too excited because that video will take forever to make. But yeah, I do love a good sheer baby pink, but nailing a good formula can be hard for those, and finding a shade that works best for you since your skin tone can influence shades like that a lot. Let me know what your favorite is if you have one. I've been wanting to try O.P.I. Baby Take a Vow, that one seems good. My favorite sheer baby pink polish I've tried so far is Essie Sheer Fantasy from their Gel Couture line. Not streaky at all and self-levels beautifully. Essie also has a lot of sheer pinks, so I might do a video on that in the future as well. The disappointment I felt when I first tried Bubble Bath years ago. I still remember it so clearly. My expectations were so high, which made it even worse. Cajun Shrimp and Linkin Park After Dark, I haven't really heard complaints of the differences between their gel counterparts. I've seen some comments that Cajun Shrimp used to be more orange, but that's about it, and it doesn't seem to be as big of a problem. With cosmetic products like nail polish, slight variability between batches and throughout the years are expected and normal due to changes in pigment, etc., and it's fine as long as it's within an acceptable range. But it's weird how different the gel version of Bubble Bath is from the regular because why do they have the same name if that's the case? I feel like that can cause a lot of confusion with consumers. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed and found this helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on these polishes. Assuming most of y'all watching love nail polish and these are cult classic shades from a mainstream brand, I assume a lot of y'all have tried at least one of these polishes. I would love to hear what you think. But that's all from me for now. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!